Ah, the living room, a sacred space where chaos and comfort collide. Much like the five bizarre individuals currently occupying it. Let's take a closer look at this glorious mess of personalities, shall we? On one end of the couch, we have Rosso, lounging like they achieved peak enlightenment, arms draped lazily over cushions, feet kicked up on the coffee table like they own the place. They flash an easygoing grin at no one in particular, spinning a lollipop between their fingers. Their entire energy screams, "Yeah, I can do something important, but I'm not gonna." Classic Rosso. Next to them, Chungze, in the middle of some exaggerated retelling of a story that definitely didn't happen the way he's describing it. He's up on his feet, wildly gesturing, voice rising and falling with the drama of a one-person stage play. Whether anyone's actually listening is another story. That's not stopping him. Pure, unfiltered Chungze energy. Minra, Azrock, sits curled on an armchair, half listening, half hiding behind a book. Every now and again they peek over the pages, maybe at Chungze's ridiculous performance, or maybe just to make sure the chaos levels in the room aren't reaching critical mass. She seems content though, nodding occasionally as if they're part of the conversation, despite clearly being absorbed in their book more than anything else. And then there's Rosada, perched, cross-legged on the rug, scrubbing a single coffee table coaster with unsettling enthusiasm. Her eyes gleam with a manic sort of joy as they hum to themselves a tune that's just slightly off-key in a way that sends a shiver down your spine. The coaster's already clean, but that's not the point, is it? No, it must be perfect. And finally, Purple, lounging around in the other armchair like a villain in his lair. They swirl a drink in their hand, watching the room with a new smirk. Eyes gleaming, something between curiosity and mischief. Every once in a while, they interject with a sharp-witted comment, just enough to poke fun at the others and see what reactions they can get. A puppet master of mild torment, enjoying the chaos from their throne. So what's the vibe? Oh, it's unhinged comfort. The kind of energy where you could start a prank war at any second. Or just easily end up in a deep, weirdly philosophical conversation about why cereal is technically a soup. Either way, one thing is for certain. This living room will never be quiet.
So there I was, face to face with the God of Thunder. For challenging him, he gave me this cool amulet. Tinkuda. Pretty cool, huh?
Let me see that.
You're not actually believing in that ridiculous story, are you?
Of course not!
Maybe he stole it off a rich man.
They examine it closely, just to find out that it was a cheap toy that came inside a kid's fast food meal.
Dude.
Hate to break it to you, Chung, but looks like the Thunder God ripped you off.
Oh, super!
It's okay, you big dummy.
I personally enjoyed your story, Chang. It was very well put together.
It's not hard to put lies together, you know.
It takes a liar to know a lie. You of all people should know that, right, Purple?
Irritated is not a good look on that face of yours, Angel.
So, me and Queendom have a fun idea to show you guys. We saw this cool video on the internet that we wanted to do. So we thought, this video should involve Kingdom.
Was it possibly that video with Miku you showed me?
You would be correct, Purple. In my opinion, you look ridiculously gorgeous.
You did a wonderful job, you two.
In my opinion, you're making me hungry for Coney.
Oh, really? Good joke, Pink.
Did she really just say that? Out loud?
In my opinion, you look amazing. Almost as amazing as my muscles in my handsome face.
Minus the narcissistic parts. I think you look great, buddy.
What a look, man.
cuter on you than me, boss.
That's obviously a lie. She wouldn't be caught dead in that type of outfit, but she had an excuse. I'll give her 6 out of 10 for a quick response.
Well, we don't know how long this moment will last. Quick, take pictures!
You read my mind.
As you probably guessed, they started to take pictures of Kingdom like he was an artifact in a museum.
Don't worry, Kingdom. I wouldn't do that.
But I would. Smile, Kingdom.
Don't forget his cute little tail.
You guys went all out, huh?
It's a shame you don't fill it out the way I thought you would.
Purple rises with a mischievous grin, moving silently across the room. Each step is careful and deliberate, like a hunter closing in on its prey. Kingdom remains unaware, lost in his own world until, without warning, Purple's hands land on either side of his torso.
Rose, my dear friend, are you blind? Our buddy here has a waist as small as a Victorian queen. Just backing you up there, pal.
This feels so wrong.
This is a bad first impression for you, Purple.
Coming from the guy who just got scammed and conjured up a story about how you got a jewel from a god.
That's like the pot calling the kettle black, or in this case, a color calling a color a color.
You're looking as stiff as a board. Give us something to work with here.
You could do a pose or something.
Like a super cool model. Or yours truly.
Why doesn't he do that dance from the internet?
Yeah, go ahead. You're in the outfit anyway, so why don't you do the dance?
Rosada, Chongze, Rosso, Jaune, and Purple all exchanged knowing glances, a silent agreement passing between them. Whatever they're up to, one thing is for certain. It's anything but innocent. The room around them transformed. Everything around them altered and changed from design to nothing at the same time. The room had been ordinary just moments ago. A small living room with a few scattered books, an old ticking clock on the wall. But now it was something else. The walls rippled like liquid, shifting in and out of existence as if they were struggling to decide whether to be solid or air. The floor stretched impossibly far, the wood planks warping into endless corridors that twisted back upon themselves. Above, the ceiling had dissolved into a vast, swirling sky. But it wasn't the sky of the earth. It pulsed with deep purples and greens, stars blinking in and out like eyes of something watching from far beyond.
I would beg to differ in that statement, King. You look great.
I agree.
I wonder what other cute things you should try out.